Okay, so welcome to the Net Recap, where we discuss major things that happened on the last 7 days on the internet. Starting off with a very non-controversial topic. Lacari! Twitch streamer Lacari basically threw his career into the sun. Lacari dropped a statement saying, "Nah, it's just 2D. No real CP, I swear. The files were leftovers from a hack 3 years ago. I only like drawings, not kids."
He says, "I want to clear up two things while I'm getting my crap together. I'm only into 2D anime, you know what content. I don't watch, seek out, or download real world 3D blank. And I do not engage with or support anything involving minors in any form. After the stream, the files and links that showed up were looked into. There is no illegal material in them. The problem was how bad some of the titles looked and the fact I didn't shut things down fast enough on stream. This is on me. I handled everything poorly. I get why people are troubled, and I should have taken it more seriously in the moment. I'm owning up to that, and I wanted these facts to be clear. Thanks for allowing me this time so I can focus on fixing myself." And this statement is again just really funny because in his first statement back on January 23rd, he basically said that he was going to be going into a blank addiction recovery program that's going to be 30 days. And he said this on the 23rd, and then he put out this new statement on the 28th. So I mean, are they letting you play on your phone and still think about this traumatic event in that time? And also the part about after the stream, the files and links that showed up were looked into is pretty funny.
He apologizes for fumbling the bag on stream. Also going to rehab for his corn addiction. On another note, his girlfriend is saying it is just anime. And prison is just a building. You know, let's make this more professional. Let's move on to a less controversial topic. Streamer Aspen Cartier.
Aspen Cartier is a streamer who makes really insightful and thought-provoking content, such as her recent masterpiece of literally beating her dog on stream in an incredibly graphic and hard-to-watch video, which then led to her actually getting arrested for animal abuse. So, yeah, great stuff. So I thought today we'd go over this whole situation, as well as what got us up to this point, as well as what is happening now, because thankfully this is actively turning into a situation where police and law enforcement are involved.
So streamer Aspen Cartier, basically she straight up beat her dog live on stream. Main reason being for busting out of its cage. Her defense being, "I didn't beat the dog. If I beat the dog, is you beat up, bro." Then dropping this, "You're fine and you're for sale. It's a joke." Obviously facing immense backlash from this. Many calling for jail, Peter stepping in, and for the dog to get rescued. On other news, Kanye West apologized. Way! Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Album. Way! And Donald Trump might be suing Trevor Noah. This being due to a joke that Trevor Noah said about Trump being on the Epstein files.
Trevor Noah took a shot at President Trump at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards. Let's take a listen.
Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish. Wow. That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland. Which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton. So, oh, I told you it's my last year. What are you going to do about it?
President Trump responded to Noah's jab, writing on Truth Social, "The Grammy Awards are the worst, virtually unwatchable. CBS lucky not to have this garbage litter their airwaves any longer. The host, Trevor Noah, whoever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel at the low ratings Academy Awards. Noah said incorrectly about me that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on Epstein Island. Wrong. I can't speak for Bill, but I have never been to Epstein Island nor anywhere close, and until tonight's false and defamatory statement, have never been accused of being there, not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser, better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyer to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC and suing him for plenty of money."
He took the time out. Political commentator Harry Sasson reacted to Trump's post, writing on X, quote, "It's 1 a.m. and Donald Trump is awake, furiously posting on social media about the Grammys. He says he's suing Trevor Noah for joking about him being on Epstein Island. What a snowflake. So much for free speech."
Which I don't understand. I mean, considering every commentary channel in the world has made a joke about it, you would think he's used to it. I mean, up to the point where the official Democratic TikTok page has made memes about it themselves. But no, one of my own has to get sued. Speaking of Trump, we have a new DLC on the Epstein files. January 30th, with updates rolling into February 1st, the DOJ dumped over 3 million additional pages.
Wow. A massive batch of Epstein files just dropped in hot, fresh off the battle bus here from the top turnbuckle out of nowhere. I didn't think we'd even see any more with the DOJ putting up that huge stink even recently about like how courts can't force them to release it, this and that. It seemed like this was never going to happen because getting them to comply with the law was like pulling teeth. So they were a month late, but they actually released like millions of Epstein files. And there are huge, disgusting, evil things that have been uncovered in this latest batch of Epstein files. This time around, it's a little different than their previous release where there were hundreds of pages of blacked out redactions and that was basically it. This is what you saw with the Epstein files, except I thought that was going to make the camera go black.
People included being Trump, Elon Musk, Howard Lutnick, Prince Andrew, and Bill Gates.
Gates expresses regrets over his connection to Jeffrey Epstein. During a February 4th interview with 9 News Australia, the Microsoft founder denies new allegations included in the Justice Department's newly released batch of Epstein files. Multiple reports say included in the DOJ's documents draft emails in which Epstein reportedly wrote that Bill Gates had come to him looking to engage in extramarital sex. The convicted sex offender also reportedly wrote that he had helped Mr. Gates acquire drugs in order to deal with consequences of sex with Russian girls. In the new interview, Gates vigorously denies the allegations and expresses regret for time he spent with Epstein.
Every minute I spent with him, I regret and I, apologize that I did that.
Of the alleged emails, Gates explains apparently Jeffrey wrote an email to himself. That email was never sent. The email is false. I don't know what his thinking was there. Was he trying to attack me in some way? He added, I never went to the island. I never met any women. It's not the first time Gates has addressed his connection with Epstein. The philanthropist told Anderson Cooper in a 2021 interview it was a huge mistake to spend time with him. The billionaire's ex-wife, Miranda French Gates, also reacted to the allegations related to the businessman during an interview with NPR's Wildcard podcast, saying, for me, it's personally hard whenever those details come up because it brings back memories of some very, very painful times in my marriage. Whatever questions remain there of what, I can't even begin to know all of it. Those questions are for those people, and for even my ex-husband, they need to answer to those things, not me.
Well, so that is the end for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like my stuff, feel free to subscribe. Please, goodbye.